way off of the screen.
Hello.
Hello. We are here.
John is over there.
Yes, I'm over here.
I'll move the camera.
Oh. It needs to be tilted down too, because for some reason it's tilted up. I got you. We are fixing the camera real quick. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody is doing all right. We're back with the in-depth stream, starting with Code Veronica, as was voted on by the community. We're going to be starting over from the beginning today, because apparently
it's been 3 months.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Village was a long fucking road.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
And we had to do a lot of stuff, and we obviously had to get a lot of that stuff done in time. And we didn't forget about it, but we want to just kind of restart and reiterate what this is, because this isn't like a normal stream where we're constantly reading the chat and stuff like that. We are going to be paying attention to the files, the lore, because this is all stuff we're going to be covering on a podcast, because with these streams comes the podcast. So the podcast itself is going to be in relation to doing the deep dive on this particular game, and this is a fan favorite, and we're really excited to get into this because it's been, a little bit since we played this on the Legacy series. That was the last time we played it on the channel, besides of 3 months ago, where we kind of dipped our toe into how we were going to approach this kind of stream. But I think that's fair to say that, this is going to be a stream where we're going to be paying attention a lot to the game. Mm-hmm. We'll read comments and super chats at a separate time so we can get everything in there. We obviously can acknowledge stuff that, goes on about Code Veronica in the chat, but our attention is going to be on this game.
For sure. And what we're going to be doing essentially is, like Anthony said, going through and looking at all of the files, pausing, discussing things as it goes. And then we're going to be putting out a podcast when it's all said and done, after we get done all of the different ports of Resident Evil Code Veronica. We're going to be starting with the Dreamcast, obviously.
We are playing on an actual Dreamcast today. Yes. We got the Brawler. Yep. Thanks to Steve. Shout out to Steve, Dreamcast Hub, for supplying the controller. I got my Rumble pack in there, memory card. This is all my original hardware. So we're going to be playing all the ports like this because we have like the GameCubes over there as well. Yep. So we're going to be talking about the differences and everything. It's going to be cool. We're going to touch on everything. And people saying this has a better story than Village. Yeah, I mean it does.
Yeah.
It definitely does. But if you guys are in the chat right now, you got to hit the thumbs up. We appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out with us. Obviously this is going to be the kickoff to, we had the Mercenary stream yesterday, and this will be the second stream for this week, and then next week we're going to come back with 2 streams a week, like Thursday and Friday. So we'll do 2 parts of the lore stream. So that's the plan, so you guys know where to expect us, around noontime on those days. And you can stay in the chat and hang out with everyone. John's going to be kicking it off today.
That's right.
So look alive, John. We got this.
I'm ready.
New game.
I fucking hate...
Right when you press the button.
I hate how they changed the controls.
Resident Evil.
Yes, yes, yes.
The American Midwestern town, Raccoon City, has been completely decimated due to the T-virus outbreak that was instigated by the international corporation Umbrella. Claire Redfield, who arrived in Raccoon City to search for her lost brother Chris, and a rookie police officer, Leon S. Kennedy, managed to escape from the city.
So we basically get a recap of what happened in Resident Evils 1 and 2.
Yep.
For the classic most part, mostly 2. And then we get a 3 months later. So this takes place obviously 3 months after Leon, Claire, and Sherry get out of the city.
Absolutely. Just right after that.
Yeah. Which puts us in what, December?
Your identification number is WKD4496. Welcome to your new
This is a very like winter-ish game. Like I kind of get like winter vibes.
Claire Redfield.
I feel like playing this around that time of
in
year.
our Paris lab facility 10 days ago. She apparently infiltrated the complex looking for her lost brother, Chris Redfield.
So we get the background
surviving
story.
members of RPD's famous STARS team.
Of course.
Stars teams.
As we always need to.
Yeah. This is just a great opening shot. It's like, alright, Claire's still badass. She could fucking just dip and dodge. You can already tell she's more, like, confident because she's just on the mission to fucking, like, get this shit down. And that's the thing, too, like, that progression of the character between 2 and Code Veronica is what we're going to talk about a lot in this,
for sure.
in this whole thing.
It's definitely over the top. Yeah. She went from being a college student who...
to running in a fucking Gatling gun hallway.
Yeah, she kind of progressed really fast.
Yeah.
It's a little unrealistic.
And then this right here.
Yeah, this is great. All of this, by the way, Paul Anderson stole for his movie.
Stole right out of it.
And gave it to Alice instead of giving it to Claire.
I love Code Veronica. Oh, yes, Alice. Press the gun.
When was the first Matrix?
99. 99.
I don't know if this would be influenced by the Matrix. This was 2000. January, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't move.
This would have already been in development
Yeah.
before the Matrix came out. This would have been in development in probably 97 or 98.
Yeah.
Well, if they work like Square does. They probably started development in 98.
Big ol' zoom up on the eye.
It's definitely similar, though. She gets knocked out. The intro does a good job of setting, like, of giving you over-the-top action and then immediately taking everything away and putting you in a cold, dark place, which feels Resident Evil. Yeah, take your time. Yeah, I know, it's great. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how the Umbrella helicopter just murdered their workers. But then again, who's to say, right? Maybe they just wanted to get rid of them. Put them on some overtime. If I were equipped with a lighter, I could see outside. Yes, Claire, we know. Love how this game is the first game in the series that really gives the lighter like a new use.
Yeah.
It's also the last.
That's true.
It's a first and last concept
it is.
I thought was really done well.
Go on. Get out of here. This place is finished. I don't know, it might have been a special forces team. But in any case, this prison's been taken over.
It's supposed to be very dark.
Yeah.
What are you
It
saying?
actually looks better on the fucking...
It does look better.
Elgato.
It looks better on your guys'
But you
end
may as
than
well
ours.
know you have no chance of getting off this island.
And what about you? What are you going to do?
Don't worry about me.
Don't worry about me.
There are only 3 stars members.
Captain Wesker.
Alright, so run is circle. Square is your inventory. And X is... Isn't it great how no matter what controller I use, I just talk in PlayStation? Like, even like on the Switch Pro, I'm like, ah, yes. Yes is circle now. I forgot.
Shadow Man 499 super chat says, "Have a great stream, guys. Did you guys get the Dead by Daylight DLC?" No, but actually, I might play it though.
Better than Reverse?
I might play it. A lot of people are like, Carlos Cruz was like, "It's better," and I was like, "All right, if Carlos Cruz is saying it." Thank you, Shadow Man.
Thank you for the super chat, Shadow Man.
Appreciate that, guys.
His eyes are closed. He's bleeding. I'll need hemostatic medicine. This also goes to show Claire's caring nature. I think they do a good job with subtext in this to really... This kind of reminds me of Parasite Eve, where the characters, unlike Jill, Chris, Leon, and Claire from the first 2 games, and even Jill in the 3rd game, instead of the descriptions being written by like a robot, a lot of the descriptions in Code Veronica are written from her perspective.
Yeah.
It's a subtle change, but it's a big change. Like when she examines things, it's like she's thinking them, like Aya is thinking them in Parasite Eve. Whereas in the first games, a work of art, various things, a painting, a dog. Like Jill doesn't care. Leon's the same way in RE2. Like when you examine things, it's very robotic. This game has like, it's showing her character. I'll need hemostatic medicine. This is foreshadowing for what direction they're going to take Claire in the future, which is the helper instead of the fighter. It's a list of prisoners. My name is at the end. WKD 4496, Claire Redfield. The escort's name is at the end of the document. Umbrella Medical Paris. So we know we're in Paris now. 3rd Security Unit Leader, Rodrigo Juan Raval.
That's him.
And that's that guy. Yep, that's him.
That is him.
We won't be able to do the infinite glitch because there's no document, so we are in danger. Every version after this, we can infinitely get herb. We can just do it. We're not going to pick this up because we're not going to save here. Today, we're going to go until we get the golden Lugers and put them in the door. And then we're going to kind of do a podcast on this section alone.
Right. It's going to be multi-layered like we promised you guys. And thank you for everyone on Patreon who voted on that. We appreciate that. Just $1 a month, you guys can vote on what content we do next, and Code Veronica won the poll, and that's why we're doing a bunch of content on it. So you can pretty much gauge the content we do with those deep dives.
What's up, SSD?
We got Parker in the chat.
Parker, Peter.
By Daylight Resident Evil DLC is fun, says Carlos Cruz. Hell yeah, we'll check it out. Thank you all for being here. Just hit that thumbs up, hit the like button, hang out with us for a few hours as we go through Code Veronica. This is another great scene.
Yeah, like right off the bat, we have...
Any zombie and cemetery scene is always great.
Yeah, we have Resident Evil. It feels Resident Evil. You're alone. You don't have anything really to fight with. You're surrounded. It went through that screen. Yeah, you can change the scenery to racing mode. I'm not really bothered by it because I've seen it. Same sound.
Very RE2.
And that's how you dodge them.
No.
Yeah, when we play the GameCube version, we have to use my action replay to play the first person.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
And we can also turn on wireframes. And you can see Steve up there as, like, before you get to him, he's like this.
Who are you?
It's so great.
What's up, Kamame? We got our mods in the chat.
Oh, great. Wait
right there.
I'm coming over.
Do you think Capcom will ever have Alex Wesker and Jake Muller cross paths? I don't think you'll ever see those two characters again.
No, guys. Unfortunately.
Sorry about that.
I would be surprised. Also, Steve's original hair.
Yep.
Shut up. Make one wrong move and I'll shoot.
Which I like more.
I like this.
Yeah, this is
The
better.
OG is the best.
This is
man.
better than
the
his
Dreamcast
fucking
version all the
hair.
way.
Yeah.
This is my favorite version of
And
this
I'm guessing
game.
you're not from Umbrella either.
No, I'm Claire.
Claire Redfield. And I...
Nice. I'll remember that. Hey, I heard there's an airport around here. And once I find it, I can finally escape from this crazy island. Well, I'll see ya. See ya.
Hey, wait up.
I don't want you following me.
He's so stupid. You'll only slow me down.
You'll only slow me down.
Such a good character.
He's growing on me, man.
Yeah, so we're introduced to our first other human other than Juan. So this is our first...
I hate Steve, but he's growing on me.
A first potential partner, right?
I like his little bio here in the guide.
Yeah, go read it.
Steve, like Claire, was a prisoner on Rockford Island when tensions escalated. His cocky attitude hides a deep distrust of people. Steve feels that the world is against him. Being one of the few survivors on Rockford Island marks Steve as an exceptional young man, but he can be immature and objective sometimes.
Yep.
And then Claire's are no stranger to the horror that Umbrella can cause. She came face to face when she went to Raccoon City in search of Chris. Claire is young, but she's willing to fight for her life and the lives of others. Don't underestimate her will or her skill.
Yeah.
She's 19. She's
17.
5'5", 115 pounds, and her initial weapon is the M9 3R handgun. Yeah, I like the sound effects in this. It's very fitting. The RE2 sound effects, I like it.
Yeah. It feels like home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels like home. Gonna get some Wawa with Sam. I will finish this in the archives. Peace out.
Peace out, brother.
Holy snipes. Yeah, and I really like how Steve in particular is portrayed as this like really egotistical kind of like bratty character, because the man's 17 and I was a teenager. I'm sure you were. I'm sure a lot of our viewers are teenagers.
Yeah.
And teenagers are a pain in the ass. Mid-puberty is absolutely correct for Steve, because Steve is one of those characters who is very immature and very inexperienced. And I think for a 17-year-old who's going through what he's going through, yeah, he's doing pretty well. And he does have character growth, which is something rarely seen in Resident Evil. They did good with this game. They really did. And a lot of people give this game a lot of shit. But as far as storytelling and character growth goes, this game might be the best of the original four. Like, as far as that subject goes. Now, overall, maybe not so much. But as far as character growth goes and, like, interesting and dynamic characters, this game takes the cake from the other three. Like, it's the best when it comes to that. Prisoner's Diary. We're going to get a little insight into how the prisoner's life is on Rockford Island. May 13th. This room stinks of death. Based upon the information I've found, I believe that I'm far south of the equator. Lucky for me that Bob is in the bunk below me is one of those interesting types of guys. Funny, we were just talking about interesting people. May 16th. Today, Bob told some crazy story of why he was put in this place with me. Bob said that he used to be an attendant of the head of this place. This boss, named Alfred, first drop of Alfred's name, supposedly placed him in here because of a tiny little mistake. What does that mean? What's going to happen to me? May 20th. Without warning, a group of military men took Bob to the building behind the guillotine stand. At midnight, I'll sneak out of here to see him. I've been hearing that anyone taken to that building never comes back. On top of that, there are these really large plastic bags constantly being removed from that place. I better pray for Bob. May 21st. I was wrong. I shouldn't have gone there. What is going on in there? All I could hear was some insanely creepy laughter and the sound of Bob screaming. I don't know what to do. I can't stop thinking about it.
Can't stop thinking.
Is that going to happen to me? I just can't let it. I just can't. May 27th. Since my last entry, all of my fellow inmates have been taken to that building. I know that I am next. It's obvious that we were all here to be used as Alfred's guinea pigs. There's no way out. What am I going to do? So, in a week, everybody but him was gone.
Daniel says, not counting the part later in the game when Steve tries to mac on sleeping Claire and he professes some love after knowing her for 12 hours. Oh, man.
I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of explanations as to why that would be the case.
Right.
When you go through traumatic events with people, it's easy to fall in love.
Yeah, it is still silly though to a certain extent.
It is.
Like just the way it's portrayed, but the way it's like. If it was just my thing with this, I always said this is just if it was just acted better. If the voice acting was just better, I would probably take it more seriously. But I just take it for what it is. It's just Steve's just fucking just crazy.
Stuff like Steve falling in love with Claire that fast, going through a traumatic event, you see in Hollywood movies probably 2 out of 3 of them.
Exactly.
Of a similar situation.
He's just kind of like a little cliche trope.
It's nothing like new. It's been portrayed in media all the time. This is almost worse than being outside. As far as being able to see. Jesus, I didn't even see him. What's up, Anma? Just turn the brightness up. Oh, I will. I have to do something pretty bad anyway. Get some mixed herbs. Good lord.
Like that.
Well, see, if you change that, they're going to see the difference. If you just change the monitor brightness, only we'll see the difference. Like, I mean, that's fine. Doesn't look too bad. People will really be snapping in this prison. Also, because I feel like it's important to say too, another thing about Code Veronica that I really enjoy is its settings. All of the settings in Code Veronica are unique to Code Veronica, and they don't reuse anything. Like, it's outside of Raccoon City. It's the first game that doesn't take place in Raccoon City's area, greater area.
Yeah. It was the first time taking a shot at something like that. You know, where, like, Survivor was on an island as well, but that was kind of like a more lackluster story overall.
And it doesn't borrow its setting from the first 3 games. Right. Which...
So you had 2 games in the same year that were in 2 different areas that were not in Raccoon City, you know? Yeah. Interesting.
And
just to kind of set how that was back then.
And 2 and 3 were all Raccoon City.
Yeah. That's all we knew.
Yeah, I like that they didn't use Raccoon City, and I like that they didn't use the the same old thing. Like they didn't reuse like a house. They didn't reuse
right.
like a city. They used its prison island and an Antarctic facility, military places, which was cool. You got this one.
User's manual. 3D duplicator user's manual. Our new product, the 3D duplicator, consists of 2 parts. This is important, guys. 3D scanner portion. This portion scans a 3D object. 3D. 3D printing. Hello? Simply place the material that you want to have scanned onto the tray of the scanner. The scanned object will be processed into 3D data, which will be transferred to the duplicator portion. Duplicator portion. If you place the material you wish to have converted on the machine, you can begin conversion based on the 3D data that was created by the 3D scanner portion. The conversion will be executed with complete data accuracy. The result will be an object precisely true to the original.
So this file essentially is telling you you're going to use this machine and its accuracy is 100%.
Yeah. What's up, JD? It's going good. Solid Roadfield says this village is the only time where Chris doesn't get a soldier under his command killed. I think so.
What are you talking about? Ethan dies.
But Ethan dies, so yeah. Someone that he
that was on his watch.
On his watch, so yeah,
Facts on the facility access application. Be sure to verify the content of the following facility access application form and add the applicant's name to the expected visitors list. Chief Prison Guard Room Paul Steiner. I hereby apply for access permission for prison area D.
Paul Steiner.
Details follow. Visitor's name Carl Grissom. Purpose of entry. Carrying in the following materials. New product sample from Metal Industries.
TG01.
Did you read the comment earlier?
No.
I just thought about it. It was making me laugh. Where is it? Don't read it out loud. Various daily commodities.
What the fuck?
Ordered by the prison. We'll use a transportation truck, TG01. Sample will be stored in a designated briefcase. So this is basically piggybacking off of the previous file. So I like how Resident Evil often sets up with files like things like this. This is something that's kind of gone to the wayside ever since 4. 4 does have a little bit of it, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 don't have as much.
Right.
Essentially what's going on is Claire... Also, another interesting thing is when you play Resident Evil games and you miss files, it's not canon. Like, I do think the implication and the intention of files...
is so you
is
look at them.
The characters know that information going forward. That's why, after not hearing anything, like... Claire is not shocked when she finds out that Alfred's Alfred. Because she knows reading these things that, like, oh, this guy's fucking crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And so,
obviously, because he also shoots.
And that's how she would know how to do certain puzzles and all that thing, like to get out of that situation in the canon, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's her hair. I was like, does she have earrings? What the fuck? So what it does is it builds up the duplicator. Then you get a file about the alloy. And you put 2 and 2 together. Hey, I saw a briefcase fall out of a truck when it exploded, and guess where the alloy was being transported? By a truck.
Dun dun. And here's Steve looking at Chris.
Redfield.
What are you doing here?
Watching Titanic.
Yeah.
You like
Chris
the bear on
Redfield.
my buckle?
Is he a relative of
definitely a
yours
bear
or
on
something?
Yeah, definitely.
You mean my brother?
Ah. Your sibling.
Also, if he was a prisoner, why would he have a belt? Couldn't he use that to, like, attack somebody?
Yeah.
They wouldn't
seems
give his
your
ass a
brothers
belt.
under
Why is he in
surveillance by
military
umbrella.
pants?
What?
Your siblings.
That's another thing I don't understand. They're like military clothes.
I gotta look at the booty, Claire.
Got to contact Leon and tell him to let my brother know he's being monitored. It's a good thing I have access to an outside connection from here.
She sent an email to Leon.
I just don't understand.
Imagine him looking at it. What?
Him just being like, I told you to stay in Texas.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
I told you to stay.
Why the fuck are you on an island?
I was just kidding. There's no way he could get here, even if he is your brother.
Yes, he can. I'm sure of it.
He will come.
He won't come. You'll just end up disappointed if you rely on others. Believe me.
There it is. Why did they change his hair?
They're just stupid.
Why did they change his hair? I don't understand. Take the hawk emblem? Yes. I just don't get why they did it. It doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Maybe they didn't like it or something.
JD says you guys doing streams early morning now. No, we're doing afternoon. Usually do noontime.
Pop this in the replicator. Now, there's no real way that we would know this yet, but we're just going to drop it here because there's no lore relevance of carrying it around. Leon got the email and does nothing. No, he does something. Have you played this game, Daniel? His hair is different. Shadow King, go to sleep. Just go to sleep, bro.
He's been waiting since we put up the event last night.
I know. It's just like...
He's like, I'm still here.
I'm awake still. I really liked the Breath of the Wild event, but I do ask our moderators to keep everybody or let everybody know we're discussing Code Veronica today. I don't want this to be like just an everything stream, so I will no longer be answering questions not related to Code Veronica, unless it's like some other one-off Resident Evil question Anthony wants to read. Man, fuck these zombies, bro. I gotta hit that button.
Yeah.
I forgot to grab the pull the lever.
Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
I figured, because Steve was over there messing with it, that he would have did it. But that's not the case. The game has a great soundtrack too.
Oh yeah, I mean, the music in this definitely was amplified to, kind of set with the setting and what was going on in the story. There was very like epic moments and stuff like that. So this is the only RE game I never played. I never had access to it. Is it possible to get the PS5 at the moment? Yeah, so no.
It is possible, yeah.
It is possible?
Yeah, you can get the PS2 emulated one.
Okay.
On the PS4
yeah, so
to
you
play
can
on the PS5.
Yeah, you get it on the PS4.
It's $15. You can get it.
Yeah.
It is this original one, which is disappointing, but it does have trophies.
It's Code Veronica X.
Yeah, it's Code Veronica X. It's not the rescaled one. It's the one. It's literally the one we'll be playing when we play the GameCube one. Where the fuck did these people go? They just disappeared.
Yeah, Patriot. Unfortunately, I wish they would pay attention to a remaster, but I think what they did in 2011 was the closest thing they will ever do to remastering it or putting it in HD. Unfortunately, it's not even on PC. This RE game isn't even on PC. The only way you can do it is emulation,
Yep. Which is some craziness.
You said you might grab it tonight. Definitely play it.
It's definitely worth
Shadow,
it.
yeah, Shadow Man.
And the controls aren't bad. That's the one I platinumed in the Let's Platinum stream. I actually didn't mind it. I was disappointed they didn't put the HD one on there though. That was like, it was like, really? You're not gonna put the HD thing on there?
that's yeah. Krista, it's going good. Playing the code Veronica.
What's up, Krista?
Nancy Hansen's in here. The troll is back. Endo Gun Shop's in here. What's up, man?
There's a big hole in the wire netting. There is a blood stain under the eaves.
Yeah, if you play this on 360 or PS3, you can get the HD version.
Yeah.
Or 360, sorry, because PS3 has the Code Veronica X version as well. And
no, PS3 has HD. It has the I have it. What do you mean you don't think so? I own it.
I don't think so. I forget.
Yeah, it does. It didn't at first. It doesn't have it physically.
Jesus!
But it is there.
Yeah, also, this game is the hardest in the franchise. Yeah, it's definitely it's a harder Resident Evil game, but I think, in my opinion, I think Zero's the worst because of the whole inventory management. But
Zero on hard mode is pretty hard. To its name.
Yeah.
It is pretty difficult. Especially if you don't know what you're doing. It's pretty bad.
Thank you, John Lemley, with the $10 super chat. We appreciate that, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for the donation.
Thank you. I actually think you bought it. Didn't you buy it when you bought the Umbrella Dark Side HD Chronicles?
No, I think I just have it on my hacked PS3.
Donkey Kong Chris, yeah. He's the man. If he can't fix it, no one can. Where would you place the save room of this? You mean like the theme? Where would you place it?
Probably top 5, maybe.
It's very good.
Probably at number 5, because I have a lot of other favorites. Like Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil Remake, 2 and 3.
Yeah. Bless you.
I know in RE3, and I'm sure the Veronica dogs are... Yeah, the dogs are, in this game, they're next-gen doggies, so they're more aggressive.
Thank you for your continued support and for using our products. This time we have gathered our most advanced technologies and have succeeded in creating the unique anti-metal detection alloy, TG01. TG01 features? Question mark. Cannot be detected by any metal detectors. Cannot be pictured by... Oh, man. What did we say this was? Rowent genography? Runch genography? At the immigration check. Lightweight, yet durable. Who wrote that line? Peter Fabiano? Beautiful, yet terrifying. We plan to develop various weapons utilizing this innovative new alloy. We have enclosed a sample for you to review. We look forward to hearing from you regarding possible business opportunities. Metal Industries Company Chief Development Planning, Carl Redhill. So basically, it's just telling you, hey, that's, not detectable by the metal detector.
Yeah.
So you can carve the thing. Do prisons normally have cemeteries? I mean, prisons like this would. This is the central gate of the prison. It's locked.
That looks familiar.
Yep. Also, it's not really
Some
guaranteed
backtracking.
the prisoners where the one's buried. It could be workers. It could be a lot of things. Let's see. Let's see if we can get an ID on any of these. I don't think so. I don't think it lets you examine any of them. No. Peter Fabiano. Jesus.
Resident Evil 2 Code Veronica X. What are you talking about?
Yeah, prisons don't normally have guillotines near the mess hall. No.
Please deposit any metallic items you
In the
have
security
in
box.
the security box.
Georgie, we're gonna have to ban you. Nothing seems to be useful. Put him in a timeout. Put him in a timeout.
Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
This is an establishment, Georgie. A society, if you will. You don't need to talk about flesh yet. Good lord.
This is
Look at those sparks, bro. Also, that's not how metal or 3D printing works.
no,
But
but
it
in
would be-
1998,
Yeah,
it works like this.
the special alloy emblem.
Dead Aim has a great save theme. Yeah, Dead Aim isn't terrible, but John loves that game.
I mean, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't as bad as like.
Do you like Survivor more?
I don't think so. I think Dead Aim's better.
I think Dead Aim's better,
Yeah.
just because you get third person at least with walking.
Yeah.
Because the whole like the old first
Yeah.
person walking. It's
Well,
like
Dead Aim
Shadow
has a more
Tower or
interesting
Shadow Man
story.
or whatever the fuck that game's called.
Shadow Tower?
Yeah, where it's like
Yeah, the original Dark Souls.
Are you guys playing? Yeah, we're playing on a Dreamcast. My original Dreamcast, with the brawler that Steve gave us. My
Steve
memory
gave
card.
him for his birthday.
Yeah, and we have the.
Steve better get me one. Steve, if you're watching this, fuck you. Happy birthday. Oh, did he tell you, by the way?
What's up?
I don't know if I should say it on stream. But yeah.
The atmosphere of Dead Aim hit me when I played, but the gameplay's terrible. Yeah, there's some games like that where the atmosphere is really good. With this game, I feel like it's atmosphere is really good and the story's really good. So it kind of
Gameplay's good
it's
too.
like a good payoff, you
Yeah.
know. And the setting's good, and
Game's a little long.
it is a long-winded game.
It's a long game. I'm sure the RE3 remake haters would love that, though. You know. But it's very...
Well, those are the
it's a
same
slow-
people that say that this is the the true RE3, where I think RE3 does have its place. You know, that was my argument back when people were saying, well, RE3 remake doesn't really matter because Code Veronica, and it's like RE3 does matter because it's following Jill's story, and why wouldn't that matter? You know, I think it leads right into this perfectly.
Resident Evil 3 definitely has its place.
Right.
You know, if
it doesn't deserve to be,
I will say this,
just shafted to the way.
Yeah,
be like,
for sure.
Whatever. Like,
if Resident Evil 3 came out in the modern era, like if these games were modern, it would definitely be a Resident Evil 2 DLC. But it had enough to stand on its own back then.
Yeah.
To be something that they wanted to do. It wasn't the project they wanted to do, but it gave us ultimately one of the most iconic video game villains of all time, and Nemesis. Nothing like him was really done at that time, other than like the Clock Tower, Scissor Man people. But
I think if people are going to make the argument between 3 and this game, they should do between 4 and this game. You know, of this being the actual Resident Evil 4, because that's pretty much what it was back when it came out. So I don't think people should try to replace 3.
This is definitely Resident Evil. I guess the reason why they say 3 is because their argument is like Nemesis is a shell of a game, right? Which is not true, but like it's not as it's not as well thought out and as well like executed, I guess, in their mind. But I don't really think that's the case.
I don't know, man. I just hold it in such high regard. And,
well, there's nothing wrong with that.
And I've like come to like this game more and more. So
the joke. The real joke's on whoever wants to get rid of it, because it's there. Fucking
also, the knife is OP in this game, and it's awesome. And there's another pupper dead. They have the same sound effects.
We actually don't have to pick that up.
This is one of my favorite areas in the game right here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The training facility?
Yeah, I like the training facility.
The original training facility?
And the lighting and everything. And yeah.
Resident Evil 0 should be Resident Evil 1 because it came first in its story. Why is it a 0? There's no pleasing some people, bro. Like us.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking Village was terrible. It was a fucking big disappointment. It was a giant pile of steamy shit for me. And there is a large chunk of our community who think otherwise. And that's why their video games exist. Because you can be a Jack and Daxter guy, I could be a Ratchet and Clank guy, and we could still sit in the same room and talk about Village being awful. So that's exactly why video games exist. Because people can have different tastes. And that's just the way it is, right? So if people want Resident Evil 3 to not exist, they can get bent, because it's here forever. They better go back in time and stop Shinji Mikami from busting that seed. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen. Code Veronica, they want that to disappear? Well, sorry. Sometimes in this world, you really do have crazy people who put fucking wigs on and pretend to be their sister. It's just something that happens.
I mean, Norman Bates did it, so
yeah,
it could happen.
Just fucking something that happens. You could play dead aim with a mouse. Apparently, helps a lot with aiming. You can, yeah. Yeah, Back 4 Blood looks good. Every time I see it, I'm like, it's looking good. I'm impressed.
The Umbrella ID card.
This room's great. It's locked. There's an indentation in the shape of 2 guns. Mork says, I love throwing on a wig pretending to be my sister.
Yeah.
It's the greatest thing, especially if you hate your sister, because then you can do all kinds of, you can say all kinds of crazy shit in her name. Go through a fucking Burger King, they won't know. We'll come back up and read that in a second.
LTRE games are always interesting. Yeah, they are. They're all very unique and
a huge portrait
have their own vibes.
Is on display here, huh?
No, I was saying that they are all
distinct.
Unique. Yeah.
Very. What's the first thing you think of when you see this picture? Real world.
I don't know. Shitty designs.
The first thing I think of is like Napoleon.
Right.
Like the first that type of character, like that's who's in store. Like who is this guy? You know what I mean? Also great angle there. Silver.
A silver crest.
I wanted to do an experiment and check to see if that will actually show up silver on the map now. Nope. Just says it's locked.
$5 super chat from George Sykes. Thanks. I deserve that timeout.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh my god. It's like the brain has to fucking catch up with the fact that run is not square. Every time I pause the game, I exit with square. It exits.
It's just a mind fuck, bro.
Yeah, bro.
We're gonna be playing all different ports and everything, so George Sykes is gonna get excited. He's gonna get fucking naked, jump in a fucking wall or something while he's watching us.
And like I said earlier, one of the coolest things is the bats won't attack you.
With the lighter equipped.
Yeah. There's actually a mechanic very similar to this in The Legend of Zelda, where if you wear a certain mask in Ocarina of Time, the keys will fly at you, like, ooh, and then right before they get to you, they'll just go, and they'll fly away. It's the skull mask, I believe. There's actually a lot of different effects in Ocarina of Time with the various masks that are in that game, and that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of that, like, oh, you're untouchable because you have the lighter.
And it's like a personal item too.
It is, yeah. And you do lose it.
Right.
I believe. What is it? 0394? Let's check. Let's do the in-canon thing. Fucking see. What's his name? NTC 0394.
That looks so bad.
It does look bad. The Dreamcast looks great for its time, but this game in particular looks pretty shitty.
I think it looks good. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is the best looking version.
I don't think so. The HD one is.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you
I like
put
it
this
on
against like Soul
because
Reaver,
I don't know.
Soul Reaver looks incredible.
If you put this on the right, like HD TV with the converter, I think it's good because there's an HD upscaler.
Yeah,
you could get, and it runs pretty good. I don't know, man. Me and Steve might argue with you on that one.
I mean, you can if you want to. I still think that it looks shitty. It doesn't look. It doesn't look as bad as the PS2 version. That one looks fucking god awful.
I don't know, man.
But the GameCube version looks better.
No, it doesn't.
I think so.
It looks.
I think so.
No, it looks like Veronica X. You know, it looks better. It looks better than the PS2 version, but I don't know.
I definitely like Steve's hair in this one the most, though. But I definitely think the GameCube one textually looks better than this one does. Which it should. I mean, it's fucking newer. It should. How do you like the HD one?
I mean, it's okay. It's only in 720 though.
What's this one at? 420?
480.
480? Would be nice to be in 1080, but that's too much to ask from Capcom.
That was in 2011, where that was like the thing, like HD was the thing.
An earthenware pot. An elaborate floral design is drawn on it. Jesus. It's also the first time zombies could do that.
Yeah.
They never really do it again. There's a lot of firsts.
More physics in this.
One and done with this game. I love when you can throw zombies off of edges and stuff. It's one of the coolest parts. When I played this for the Plat on PS4, I could taste the polygons.
Yeah, soundtrack is really good. No, that's one thing you'll see progress as we get through the game. There's more and more tracks that are great. We'll talk about that as we go. I like using S-Video and Code Veronica on my Dreamcast. This converter does have an S-Video cable on it, so you can always try that too. But yeah, there's some really good converters. You can get Dreamcast looking great, which I have to get. I'm using the Tink right now, which is good, but it doesn't upscale anything. But if I get an upscaler,
yeah, you can't really get much worse than fucking going from GameCube RE4 to PS2 RE4. That fucking game looks horrible, bro.
Yeah.
On the PS2.
The GameCube versions of 2 and 3, even like original 2 and 3 on GameCube, aren't even that great looking. Like I would say, like the Dreamcast versions look better.
I would agree with that. I think the Dreamcast versions look better on those. They just have better polygons. That's really what it all comes down to. For this game, it's not the game itself that looks bad, it's everything else.
And it's not really due to the console that's bad. It's just the way Capcom ported certain.
It's not due to the console. That's what I said. It's
because GameCube
looks great.
As fuck. GameCube gave us, remake RE4. Yeah. All these great games.
The Dreamcast and GameCube are really powerful. It's just Capcom, they just have really bad textures.
They just chose what to prioritize when they put these games over. But that was back when ports were significantly different to a certain extent, so that's something we'll cover as we go through.
We get our first look at the creepy siblings.
Very creepy siblings from the 70s that you don't want to see.
What if it just didn't? What if you put it back and it was just like 10 minutes remaining?
You are screwed.
Alright, so we know we can't do that. Damn, that wheel looked dark as shit. What the fuck? Tinks and all those fucking things do that, though. They darken the game. I don't know why. The only one that doesn't is the Elgato. Which is like, it's like you can't even really use that because they don't have one for the old components.
When we plugged the Tink up to the Smash, though, it was good. There's no input lag or anything.
No, not really. It's when it goes from Tink to Elgato is the problem. Like, mine does the same thing. My PS2 cord and my Dreamcast cord do the same thing. It's just like, oh, you want good quality? Fuck you. We're gonna make everything dark as shit.
We're gonna make the converter terrible.
I just ordered RE5 Gold Edition. It's the only mainline RE I haven't played yet. Would you say it's good?
Yeah, I think so. The DLC is great too. Yeah! Help me! What's up, Nikki? Hope you're doing well. Optimal Gaming's in here as well. That rhymes.
What's up, Nikki?
5 is more action than horror, but 4 was already leaning in that direction, so they just really pushed that further with co-op.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna play 5, don't play it alone.
Yeah, depending on what console you got it on.
Play it with a friend. it'll significantly impact your feelings of the game. In my professional and personal experiences. Help me!
That was too close. But I found something.
Thanks, Martin.
Thanks to you. Looks cool, huh?
Oh, I need those. Give them to me.
You gotta be kidding. I found it, and
I'm keeping it.
Fine. Let's make a deal. I'll trade you for something fully automatic. See you around, Claire. Adios.
Hey, wait, Steve!
No way. I found them.
It's time for me to die.
Let's make a trade. These Lugers for your ass, Claire.
Claire, my father.
This guy's the worst.
He's in heaven now.
He was yeah.
How dare you interfere with my operation?
What are you talking about?
You let yourself be captured so you could lead your people to this base.
I have no idea what you're babbling about.
You don't fool me. I am Alfred Ashford, commander of this base.
Oh? You must be one of Umbrella's lower level officers if you're in command of a backwater base like this one.
How dare you! The Ashford family is among the world's first.
I love how loud the footsteps are.
Yeah.
Doom.
My grandfather is one of the original founders of Umbrella, Inc. Now tell me.
They love their blonde hair, blue-eyed villains, don't they? They're Nazis.
Attacked?
Shortly after you arrived, my base was attacked. You must have informed your people of its location.
I still don't follow you. I really don't know anything about that.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
How can you deny it? My base has been destroyed. And thanks to you, the experimental T-virus was released, creating countless zombies and monsters. Tell me, who do you work for? Who sent you? Have it your way, then. You're just a rat in a cage anyway.
Oh, have it your way.
Before I dispose of you.
He should replace the king.
Dispose of you.
So there's quite a bit to unpack right there. Number one, we just met the crazy bitch himself.
Yeah.
Alfred Ashford. Number two, we just found out that somebody is attacking the base, and he thinks it's us.
Yeah, immediately thinks that they're infiltrating him.
Yeah.
Which isn't the case.
No. It's actually an old friend of Umbrella that's attacking them. Which we won't see that scene because this is the original, so we won't see her. We won't see him domestic abuse Claire.
Kicks the shit out of her.
Yeah, he kicks the shit out of her pretty bad.
But that was pretty much the director's cut, right?
It basically is. Code Veronica X is a director's cut,
Yeah.
essentially.
That's why it's going to be interesting to dive into it, you know.
Yeah, you don't really see Wesker in this until you're Chris, until there's that big reveal. Which, in a way, to be honest with you, it narratively works better.
Okay.
It does.
I think I would agree.
Yeah, like, you don't see him, because, like, if you're playing this for the first time, that remains a mystery all the way up.
Yeah, it really doesn't work when it's just kind of, like, there.
He's just like
and he walks away, like, and he's like, what the fuck? It's like,
you
what
do
the
get
hell?
to see his, like, Matrix powers.
Right. But, again, like you said, like, waiting for that to happen, it builds it up when you don't see it, you know? Like, less is more sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's the version that a lot of people are familiar with.
Yes.
Like, that's why this version's special, because it's like, it's the only version that, you know, doesn't have that.
It is.
Maybe that's why I'm biased to it, but.
I don't think that there's any there's anything wrong with being biased towards a game that looks worse. You know what I mean? Like, we're biased towards the originals as opposed to the remakes, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that just because, well, I mean, you'd have to line them up side by side to pick which port looks absolutely the best between everything, with no mods or anything, right? But, like, at the end of the day, this is kind of the better version. Like, it tells a better story. It's just lacking some of the quality of life features and improvements that Code Veronica X had, like the battle game.
It was just very 2000. It was early, you know.
It was their first time making an exclusive. You know what I mean? Like a brand deal. They didn't have that yet.
It was a great console.
Because they just were on PlayStation, you know, just to be on PlayStation. Then they started porting their stuff to Nintendo with the Resident Evil 2. And then Resident Evil Remake would come out. What?
You know what I thought of?
What?
When we do, well, eventually, whenever we do Resident Evil 2, we gotta play Nightmare Mode again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. The fuck is that painting?
That's gonna be fun.
That fucking Meerkat?
We're gonna do that one in one stream too. We're gonna be like, all right, we're gonna do it old school.
Yeah, when RE2 wins, we'll have that done in 2 weeks. Because I could beat all 4 scenarios in 4 hours. I'm fucking beast in that game. Although, we're going to have to split it up. Just like we did this one.
Yeah, we're not going to be rushing through it. That's the point of this stream, is to just take in everything and talk about what's going on. A more relaxed approach to it.
For sure.
Nightmare Mode, it's more just kind of like all systems go, because by then we would already...
Yeah, by then that would be the final port.
That's when you would, like, speed run it, you know?
We could also do that as the final port. We don't have to play them in order. So, like, we could do PS1, N64, GameCube, Dreamcast, and then be done with it. We're not going to play, like, the PS1, PS3 version again. Like, we'll just play that the way that it is.
What's up, Peter? Thanks for coming in. Hope you enjoyed the podcast, buddy.
Push the switch. No. We have to find 3 crevices.
Yep. So here begins the scavenger part. Grabbing everything you need.
Baby Rose looked like that. That's an arowana, by the way. Beautiful fish. Silver arowanas are pretty expensive. They're like $80 a fish.
Ooh.
They're really cool. They're like this tiny, and they get to be like this big. Yeah, they're crazy. They are crazy, my friend. I don't know if that was a real arowana or if like it was a made-up color, but they're cool fish. They have like little whiskers on the front of their face. Every time I walk under a shadow in Resident Evil, I'm constantly reminded of the of the time you got crushed.
Oh yeah.
And you were just like, well, apparently not. I don't even know if you can go out. You can't go out there, but there's nothing out there. This is a lever. Move the lever.
Pick up that crate.
And then RE4 just ripped us off in that one section.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, we did that once.
I like when you can pick them up.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. They definitely kept some of the B comedy in 4.
Yeah.
For sure.
You pervert. You pervert. You pervert.
I like when you would catch her.
I'm just climbing up the ladder. I'm not even looking.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, you pervert. It's like, I'm climbing up the ladder. What's the worst system to play RE5 on? PS3 and 360.
Yeah, definitely. Their servers.
They run in like their servers are down and they run in like 20 25 frames, so you might as well just play it on the new. It's on the new machines, and it's backwards compatible, obviously, so you can play them on the newest of machines or your PS4 or Xbox or PC. Dreamcast does have the battle mode.
Yeah.
And they're dead. Oh. It's crawling.
I think there's a difference with the battle mode in Code Veronica X though. Either more characters maybe, or the ranking system maybe. I forget.
We'll be featuring that on here too.
Yeah, we're gonna be. We're doing all inclusive. It's not just the main game.
Yeah. Every nook and cranny. And the bowgun is still completely useless in this game, but you can just use it to knock out some of the stupid enemies, just to get them back, you know.
Well, the bowgun is useful with the explosive powder. It's the best weapon in the game.
Normal bows, though. I mean,
but the normal bow and arrow is fucking garbage.
Really
bro.
bad.
It's worse than RE2. At least RE2 knocks zombies down.
Yeah. This is like...
It's fucking bad, bro. It's so bad. I think I'm gonna start a gaming show, bro. It's called G3. Stick on them.
G3. Jesus.
Girls, and Gatling guns.
I'm gonna interrupt the podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna interrupt the podcast just to say we're gonna put another drink in the cup. What are we gonna put, Anthony? Are we gonna put garlic knots? Are we gonna put Alfredo sauce? Or
even though that
are
was
we gonna
funny.
put ship dust?
That was kind of funny, though.
It was funny. I'm not saying it was bad.
I think
I just think
it was bad.
I wish.
I think the podcast.
I'm glad
was
you
just,
at least agree now.
Yeah.
Because in the car you're like, well, it's just the first one, and I'm like, eh.
Fuck you. I like the podcast.
You just said it was bad.
No, but like I like the podcast. That wasn't the
podcast
podcast, dude. That was like the dumb shit that they were doing.
Yeah.
Like the podcast is what they were talking about.
I gotta subscribe to it because I gotta.
You don't care about it. Come on.
I want to. No, I do care about it. I do care about it. I used to watch G4 probably just as much as you did. It was just what I watched, bro. It was just what I watched. I just don't remember any of their names because I'm bad with names.
Well, most of them are not there besides,
Sessler
and Kevin, yeah.
Kevin, yeah.
Xavier is cool.
Yeah, he's alright.
He actually knows what he's talking about.
Being used more there than he is in the WWE fucking E.
Yeah.
Is there even a reason to bring? Yeah, I should probably just put this. No, I'll take it with me. Who's responsible for the zombie outbreak in Antarctica? Wesker. When he attacks, everything goes to hell. He releases the T-virus and...
Oh, you're gonna get exposed to the virus now.
This game has no chill.
And yeah, here's
can you even kill this?
I don't even think. I mean, you probably can kill it to let it go away.
We're gonna try it. WWE has been so trash lately. WWE's been trash for like 10 fucking years. If you don't think WWE has not been trash for like at least 10 years, you're sucking on a big old bag of copium. like a severe bag of copium. It's like that meme where it's like the old guy from fucking the old Pepe with the fucking gas mask. You're fucking high on some cope. That fucking show's been ass since Vince forgot who he was.
I think we should. For me to ruin the company. Haven't sold the Peacock, and I'm gonna edit everything. You fuck.
Have you met my son, Triple H?
My fucking son, Triple H. And my daughter, Triple H.
I only care about the Attitude Era. That's the only good era.
Yeah.
I don't even think the old
80s
era is bad.
The 80s had, some good stuff, too. Great wrestlers.
D'Lo Brown.
Don't forget about Dusty Rhodes,
Dusty
baby.
Rhodes. Fucking, that was back fucking Ric Flair was young. Or younger.
Yeah.
I should say. Memo on the pass number. The emergency door lock system in the biology experiment room can be released with the 4-digit pass number. I hope you haven't forgotten about that already. I have just received an order from the system administrator requesting us to change. Vince! what was Barry talking about when he gets arrested? When he beats up Vince McMahon and gets arrested?
Oh, yeah.
It's so fucking great. Requesting us to change the pass number periodically. What bothers me is that you often lose important memos, pass numbers, or even chemicals. So in an attempt to solve, speaking of G4, it's a good thing they weren't around for the last WWE game. You want to see my signature move fall through the ring? He gets sucked into a void.
What happens is they stop making the games.
I came up with an idea. You know that red human skeleton picture at the back of the biology experiment room? I have decided to use the number signed on the picture as the pass number. If you happen to lose the memo, just look at the pictures. Well, I don't think you would ever need to use the emergency pass number anyway, but just in case, now you know.
Mr. Careless.
Sting. Sting's still wrestling. He's in fucking...
Yeah, he's still...
What an asshole,
He's
bro.
still around. He just kind of stands around.
That's all he needs to do.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
There's still a person alive. This is so rare to see in Resident Evil. That's...
I can't get the door open.
I always wish, this is so stupid, and this
There's
is
a
something.
painting.
This is something I wish they would do in the remake if they ever remake it, or maybe we could even do with a texture swap. But I really wish that when he got splattered on the glass, the blood would just say "You are dead." I think it would be great.
You are dead.
I can't see the number from here.
I'll be right back.
Yep. So this is just Resident Eviling.
Biohazard contamination detected. Level 3. Emergency shutters.
Anthony and John are evening cooler in person. I think he means even and cooler. I think you mean even cooler. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you for the kind words. You absolutely can come hang out whenever you want. You just have to drive the 4 hours, bro. Anybody can come hang out. I'm using Siri. No problem, Carlos. No problem. Ooh. Stay the fuck up out my business. I have this now. Lewis, if you want to know our review on Village, we did record a 4-hour podcast. Go ahead and go give that a listen.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to get away from ranking games 1 out of 10 because I think it's toxic. I don't think it tells the whole story. So we will not be giving our numbered rating. I think Anthony also agrees with me on that. We talked about this off camera a couple times.
Oh yeah, and ever since I started the channel, that's been kind of my philosophy. Is like just don't box yourself in a corner of like, because once you put the number in, it's like okay,
that's it.
You know, but you at least explain your positives and negatives and come at it from a different perspective.
I think the only way I could accurately... Even in this game, they're diving on me. What the fuck? The only accurate way I could give a number representation would probably be if I rated it out of 1,000.
Teenage going through mailboxes.
What happened? There's a teenager going through mailboxes? That doesn't even surprise me. Does that even surprise you?
It's on the Ring doorbell thing, so it's real. Wow.
Oh, on the neighborhood thing?
Look, I'm here. He's...
Did it show the video?
Let me see.
Man, I'm just gonna run through these people.
No. I think it was just an alert.
Oh. Reaching in this guy's dick? Oh my god, bro. My biggest negative is that you can't sell all in Village.
Yeah.
I mean, how would they even do that? You'd sell all your weapons too. They're all in the same menu. You mean sell all treasures?
I think yeah, like if you have like 25 of something, just sell all. Drain that shit.
Can they even come down here? I don't think they can. They don't get in the water, do they? Those naked bitches.
Can't run from the light.
You
thought, but Claire is on top of her shit.
Bro, let me tell you something. Me and you and Dylan and Dustin and Steve, Callie, we're going to Dave & Buster's, bro.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, it's fun,
we're
man.
fucking going.
I've been going.
I
for
gotta
years.
sit. You gotta play House of the Dead with me.
Yeah,
they have it.
I know they do. I've been there a bunch of times, man. It's awesome. Yeah. But you know what's better? Round 1.
How far away is that?
It's literally the mall.
Oh, what? In Deptford?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get shot here because I'm fucking slow.
The prices are a little bit better, but Dave & Buster's is still fun. During the pandemic, they were terrible. They weren't serving inside or anything. Like it was like really bad, but now it's better. But yeah, Dave & Buster's fun, man. That's why I was bummed I couldn't go, but I was working. It is what it is.
Dude, you have to.
We'll just go when we're free. Like,
yeah,
we'll
even
plan
if it's just
it.
me and you.
Yeah, no, I don't care, man.
Bro.
Yeah, it's always fun. It's always fun. I love going to Philly.
And we went to the Gloucester.
We went to Gloucester?
Yeah, bro.
The Philly one's nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Philly one gets like. I can just imagine the kind of crowd that place probably gets.
It's not bad.
Everybody was really cool. Everybody was chill. Nobody bothered anybody. Nobody was screaming. The kids weren't misbehaving. Like, it was nice.
Rainier, I would say RE3 is probably my favorite out of all of those that you just mentioned. RE3, RE2.
I don't think neither of us have played Monster Hunter Rise or Devil May Cry 5 yet. So
yeah, I can't even really make a list then.
I have Monster Hunter Rise, but I haven't played it.
If you're just talking the REs, then yeah, I could do the Resident Evil stuff, but
if you're talking pop culture, like if you're talking like fan base and like level of like success, I think
Monster Hunter.
I mean, Monster Hunter's good. I was thinking more Devil May Cry probably shows off what the engine can
Devil May Cry 5's great.
Yeah, I think
from what I've seen. I haven't played it, but it looks great.
It definitely shows off what the engine can do, I think, better than anybody.
Yeah. There's a lot more stuff going on. That got patched, I think.
Mm-hmm. That has a whole physical release?
Yeah.
Yeah. It got a whole physical release for next gen.
Yeah.
Well, I mean this gen.
This game reminds me of the first Devil May Cry because I remember the demo came with this.
Yep.
Yeah, if you got it, Code Veronica X on PS2, it came with the Devil May Cry demo. Yeah. And vice versa. I think there's a Devil May Cry one that came with the Code Veronica demo, which I don't have that variant.
I don't remember that, but I'm sure it sounds possible.
I miss when they used to do like little cross promotions like that.
I miss demo discs.
Yeah, man.
Demos are still around now, but they're not the same.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are. Sometimes they are. Like Resident Evil 2 and 3's demos were good. Resident Evil Village's demo was good. Like that kind of those kind of demos are good.
The RE4 demo was good too.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I guess it's time to just fucking drain this thing. Put this the fuck away.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh yeah, let me get the knife out.
Carlos cruises of Dave & Buster's in Long Island. Yeah, man. Hey, we could always do trips time to time. We can meet up. Play some arcade games. Down, down. I love the creakiness of the doors.
What's up, Breezy Guns?
It's time.
Save room theme is really good in this game. You're
yeah,
right.
It is.
I still think there's a certain, like, what's that word? Not association, but a certain hit. Oh, that fucking closed on me. That fires off like really good feelings that the original 3 save room themes just can't be replicated. The way they sound. Especially 2 and 3. I think 2 and 3 for me are a little bit more like the soundtracks in those 2 games are better than the original, but the original still has a great soundtrack, and I think even though Code Veronica, I think from a musical standpoint is definitely the best soundtrack in the franchise.
Yeah.
I just can't put it over the original 3. I think that the original 3 are
Welcome, Claire. Consider the
We're coming up to the end of the stream because we're getting ready to put the golden Lugers in in the door.
Yep. It'll be the first little portion of the game done.
I'm gonna try to kill that strike worm.
Try
That's a RuneScape term, I'm sorry.
And
whatever the fuck they call it in this game.
Me by dying
the gulp worm. I'm gonna try to kill it. Maybe I'm gonna be able to kill it. I don't know.
To enjoy this.
I'll save before I go. So that if I waste all the ammo, it's not like it's not gone, but I'm gonna try to kill it.
Try to kill it.
Because I want to know, is it a second strike worm? I mean, the guidebook probably will tell us, right? If you can kill it.
As you step onto the facility courtyard, a gigantic worm breaks on the ground and attempts to swallow you. Run from the gulp worm and locate. It just says run from it.
No doors.
Yeah, even when you backtrack, it just says run from
it. You might not be able to kill it.
Yeah.
I want his laugh to be played at my funeral, says Damien.
There we go. Bandersnatchers. One of the most annoying enemies in this game.
Bum 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 bum. It's a great song too. I wish they would have an attack like this. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, like, you know the place when you run back to the research facility, and they both like. You imagine if they could like grab you, and then like if you don't shake it off fast enough, they just fucking beat you over the cliff.
Yeah. It's like. Steve goes hero mode.
Every time I see the 267 on his back, I think of 626.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Fucking Lilo and Stitch.
Don't worry, Claire. Your knight in shining armor is here.
Carlos says, I just really hate this game a lot.
You wish.
Damn.
But thanks for the
Damn,
help.
Carlos.
See?
Carlos be snapping.
This is why you need me. I
Bitch.
got your back.
Man, Carlos,
Whatever.
man.
Here.
In person, he was like, I really liked Village. And then by the time he left, he was like, you know, Village wasn't that
For
great.
me?
You know the deal.
Fucking
In
wishy-washy.
exchange for your
Look at his
loser.
smile.
Okay.
Okay. You've taken the golden Lugers.
This thing is
You
too
cheated
cool.
me.
Yes. Now this is my kind of weapon. All right. Huh? Hey, this thing's empty. You cheated me.
Up there. Plenty of ammo. Just for you.
Way up there?
Have you guys played
Give
the
me this
epic
and I'll get
Ratchet
20.
Drift Apart
All right,
game?
all
You mean
right.
Rift Apart, Juan? Yeah, I got the platinum for it yesterday. Or 2 days
You're
ago.
heavier than you look.
I'm done with
Hurry
it.
up.
I loved it. My game of the year for sure. So far. So far. Just edged Returnal out a little bit.
Happy now?
I have a feeling that'll change, though, as more games come out.
What?
Now that your knight has made his appearance, he can join you in your descent into death.
Into death. You think the game is over when you fight the tyrant on the plane?
A lot of people
Okay,
thought that.
let's
Yeah,
do it.
I mean,
Wait here, Claire. Time to test out
my new toy. Fuck you, Claire.
You know what? I missed your pretty face. I'm coming back, Claire.
Bop, 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 bop.
Do you want me to take care of this for you, little boy?
He just goes,
I love it. I love it.
do you want me to take
That's
care
so
of this
funny.
for you, little boy? Yeah! Claire's teasing me. That means she wants the D.
She has to have it now.
Can I not go into his inventory? See his stupid picture. Rockford. What does that say? Something criminal? Jesus. Rockford.
He's a criminal.
Something criminal? Family picture. I always thought it was somebody like creeping in the window. But it's just a fucking picture. It's a picture of Steve and his parents. Why is he talking to the third person?
This is Steve and his parents.
He just pulls the picture out. He's like, it's a picture of Steve and his parents. Oh wait, that's me.
And Dad's gonna be dead soon.
I'm gonna kill my dad. Nobody knows what happened to my mom.
Oh, man.
Yahoo!
We've streamed RE8.
We're done. We're done with Village. We did the 24-hour stream. We're doing. He did Mercenaries mode.
We did reviews on it.
We did reviews. We did a 4-hour podcast. It's over. We're back to our format now. Next time you'll see Village is if their DLC comes out. This cannot be used with the submachine
Or if
gun.
I stream more Mercs. I don't know.
Or Mercs, like Merc streams. Memos are posted here. There's nothing of interest.
Get it out of here.
This is not machine gun ammo to kill my mom with. What is this? These cannot be used with a submachine gun. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
I don't need them.
The format is RE though. Yeah, but we are doing RE.
That's what we're doing. We're doing our deep dives again.
Yeah, we're doing
voted
deep
on by
dives.
the community. We're covering Code Veronica first.
Yep.
And then whatever's current gets played, and we give our thoughts, and we do a podcast.
And we've been
it.
doing Village content for a year. So
Yeah, we've been doing Village for like a year.
But since it got announced to when it came out, so we played it. Played it multiple times.
There's a whole bunch of stuff.
And if we played it again, there was not much more that I could really say about it, you know?
A relief of a weird-looking face. Handgun bullets are in the mouth. Maybe I should
I'm
add
not going
my
to grab
dick.
them.
It was dirty work, but
It's
this
now
area
clean.
is now
I love
clean. See? You can depend on me. You see? This thing is a lot more reliable than any person.
Than people?
People?
You care about guns more than people?
That's more reliable than Jeeple?
Steve.
Steve?
What were you doing here? Who
You see
brought
this
you
choker
here?
on my
Where's your
neck?
family?
It means I'm into deep
Shut up!
anal fissuring.
I don't want to talk about it.
I literally just wasted his ammo.
Yeah.
Steve.
Never mind. Let's get going.
Wearing a choker is synonymous, Claire. It means I like anal sex. I can't even see what's happening. Oh my goodness.
We never did Resistance, but we will stream Reverse. Mark my words. I will stream Reverse if John doesn't want to stream it. But
We'll just do
stream
do a private match against each other. I'll fight you.
We'll just play with the community.
Yeah. Why not?
And if people got, I understand if people subscribe to the channel or they started following stuff and they expected us to just play Village 24/7, but that's not really gonna happen.
No.
We play the old stuff too. So
It's Resident Evil.
it's
not
Resident Evil.
Village.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry.
Let's talk Resident Evil.
Are you okay?
Let's talk Village.
Yeah, let's talk
for
Village.
every day.
Steve, behind you.
There is a whole era of Resident Evil games that are vastly superior.
And this is a great scene right here.
Yep.
Superior, like this game is superior to the newer games.
Yeah. This game is definitely better.
This is
than
why
the
we go
later
back
half.
and play these games, for charms like this.
Wait!
I can't!
I'll tell you what. Steve's a better actor than, or Steve's better acting.
Steve.
Billy Houston has a better portrayal of Steve than whoever that guy's name is. I forget his name. Did Ethan in 7. And it's cringe. Like this is 1, 2, 3 and Code Veronica are all cringy voice acting, but it's more cartoonish. right? Like if you, it's almost like watching a Nickelodeon show. Right. I know this is a really weird time, but it's like almost like watching a Nickelodeon show, and where you get the characters' perception and their emotions and everything clearer, even if it sounds cringy. Well, let's go, like, you know, can you do it, girl? Can you do it? Like Chris with Rebecca. Like it's more of a cartoony acting, but it's way better than what Ethan had in 7, and I'd argue even 8, even Village. Like it's just better. It's better. It gets you more invested. Now, to each their own. Some people can't even watch cartoons because of that. Like, people can't watch cartoons because of the art style or whatever, so.
Dad used to work for Umbrella. Tried to steal information, intending to sell it off to the highest bidder.
Look at his gorgeous hair, bro. I wish I had hair.
I'm sad, and I'm an emo child.
Mom was killed.
My new haircut would ruin the scene. I hope they don't include that in the director's cut.
Oh, Steve.
He was a fool to do something so
This is only up until we put the golden Lugers in the door, Brian.
So stupid.
And then we'll be back next week with 2 Code Veronica streams.
Yep.
To finish it off, probably. Nah, we'll probably finish it the week after, and then we'll the second day we'll stream some of the mini games.
Yeah.
Just
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So we could collect our thoughts and break it up for you guys.
Yeah, because you get to play that in first person or not in first person.
Let's not forget Code Veronica 2 Gun Survivor, which you have to play.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
That's not part of the vote.
I know. I'm just kidding. You know.
You fucking.
I just like to see your reaction sometimes.
Yeah,
you
right.
fucking asshole.
Yeah, right, bro.
Listen, buddy.
You know what you're gonna play?
You're gonna play Gated on loop.
I should leave him alone for now. I play Gated on loop. You're playing 0.
On hard mode. Knife
on hard mode. Knife only.
Oh man.
It's time for you to get rickety wet, bro. Oh Jesus.
And the puppos are back. Nice, Brian. Good luck with that. Get his master's degree. Well, there's plenty more streams to watch and stuff that's coming out. So we haven't stopped. We don't plan to. So
yeah, and we'll stream the DLC for Village, obviously, when it's new.
Yep. We're also going to be covering Infinite Darkness, heavy, like
this
when that's out.
Suited to Alfred's taste. Oh yeah, for sure. Alright, let's do some side quests.
It's a giant worm.
Infinite Darkness is less than a month away, I think.
Yeah,
right?
We're going to cover every episode. We do a whole series review.
Yeah.
Review and reaction, basically.
I really hope they don't cuck us. I hope they just give it the whole thing right away.
They will.
It's usually what Netflix does, right?
Yeah. Yeah, normally they'll just kind of put it out and so basically the day it comes out, that day before at 3 a.m. our time is when it will show up. Because anytime something premieres on Netflix, it's like California time.
Gotcha.
So that's when it will kind of be updated in the stream. So what date is it? July like 10th or something like that?
12th?
12th. So it'd be... I just want to see what...
I think. I don't remember.
I just want to see if I'm off, because then we can pull an all-nighter if we wanted to.
Yeah. I think at this point, it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be a little too difficult to get everybody together, like Dustin and all that. Like, it's just... Depending on the day of the week it is, because he might work. But I know he's
July
down.
8th. Because we would just go through all the episodes and record our stuff on it. I'm checking right now. Because I need to know too.
Yeah.
It's a Thursday. So that means Wednesday night.
Yeah. So Wednesday, Thursday, our usual 2 days.
Wednesday, Thursday.
So those that week will be dedicated to just that.
Yeah. I'll just be recording game complainers, but that's fine because we're normally done right before 3 a.m. anyway, so it works out.
Yeah. We could also just always do it Thursday morning.
Yeah. That's if you didn't want to stay up, you know what I mean? Just want to get normal sleep and...
I mean, I probably want to just watch it, but it is what it is.
And that's what I would want to do too, so... It just depends, because we want to record while we're doing it, so...
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure out the details.
I also don't want to sit here for like 4 hours while you record game complainers and do nothing. So, I'll probably play something on the TV or whatever. As long as it's
fun. I mean, it is what it is. Figure it out.
What are you doing here?
I have a whole bunch of Switch games I want to play anyway, so I can just bring some headphones and just fucking chill.
Hemostatic medicine.
We brought you back the medicine, man. You can completely miss this.
You can. This actually has implications for Chris later.
Here, let me help you with that.
Thanks.
Allows you to unlock
but I can take care of myself. Just go.
Keep it. It was a gift from my brother, but...
Thanks. Here, let me give you this in return. You might need it later on.
Yeah.
Now go. Don't worry about me.
Now we got the lockpick, which opens up more stuff.
And no lighter anymore.
What are you still hanging around for? Get out
Get the fuck out of here.
He's got the handgun in his hand. Ready to shoot some people.
He's like, I'm ready.
Ready to shoot some people. So dark.
Darkness.
That opens up a couple lockpick areas. I like this memory card.
Yeah.
I like the old style ones more. Get off.
Done.
That's what I hear. Every time you do the dun, or like I hear those two notes, I think of Perfect Cell's theme from Dragon Ball Z. Because that's how it starts.
Yeah.
Infinite Darkness will be awesome. I agree. Bro. Fucking rubber band mans, bro. Yeah, so the character development with Steve is pretty crazy. I've purposely left this file here for us to read before we go to the dollhouse. Because I think it's just better done there. Better done that way. We're going to put these away. Grab this out.
Bow, bow, bow. No thoughts on the reboot movie yet.
No trailer.
Haven't seen anything, yeah.
I just know what I know going in, and it's not good to me, anyway.
The lock has been released.
Alright, let's see. This. These have to go in the box. This can be opened.
Yeah. Bowgun powder. It's very powerful, especially against living things.
It really is like the strongest weapon in the game, yeah.
It's awesome.
It's actually it kills things so fast because it stacks so fast. I think it's like as strong as a flame round. Alright. So we learned a little bit more about Steve's father, obviously.
We learned
more about Steve.
Yeah, he's more of a sensitive type.
Yep, more of a sensitive type.
Daddy issues.
He's got daddy issues. His dad actually is what thrusted him into this whole thing.
Right.
Sins of the father. You know what I mean? Like, Steve's just a kid. He's just a teenager. And, you know, how long has he been there? Nobody knows. He could have been 16, 15. You know what I mean?
Just
like,
thrown right into it and had
his
no
dad
choice.
tried to steal. His scum. Tried to steal from Umbrella.
Yeah.
Just like Capcom tried stealing from fucking that lady.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so they put him in jail, bro, and Steve unfortunately is thrusted into this situation due to his father being a piece of shit, basically. And here's the secretary's note. I'll let you read this one, and this one basically goes more into the Alfred story.
Yes, more behind the scenes of the madness.
I forgot to look at Steve's
so to speak.
face. Secretary's note.
4 years have passed since I began serving Sir Alfred. He doesn't trust anyone. Even though I am his attendant, I am still strictly prohibited from entering his private house. What is his problem anyway? They say he lives with his twin sister Alexia in the private house on the hill. Occasionally, I've seen someone standing by the window of the house. It might have been Alexia, whose extreme beauty is often talked about. I once asked Sir Alfred about this, his penis, but it only enraged him. Even though I am his attendant, he will not show me any lenience. If I ask about her again, I could put my life at risk.
It's fucking nuts, bro.
After all, it is a mystery why he so desperately tries to keep his private life with Alexia a secret. Robert Dorson.
So the secretary, which is apparently this is the desk apparently of the secretary, or I mean this could also be I'm guessing the downstairs receptionist. This is the secretary that handles a lot of the things that Alfred, when he comes down, because the next room is obviously his office.
Yeah.
And we're going to be going to the dollhouse, to their fantastical private house soon, in the next stream, because this is the stopping point of this stream.
Yep. And we hope you guys appreciated the first part of the lore stream.
Yeah.
We obviously, we restarted the game basically, so.
The real Resident Evil 3.
Just do one of the, yeah.
We'll just do one.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is fun. This is just, again, the kind of like, feeling out how we're going to do it with the format. Hope you guys really liked it. Ozzy, thanks for coming in, even though it's at the end of the stream. He said he's seeing the stream lifted his mood. That's awesome, man. Go and rewatch it from the beginning if you missed most of it, so you have something to listen to and watch.
And like I said, we are going to run a little test real quick. we're gonna try to kill that worm just to see what happens.
Yeah.
To see if she can kill it.
Worm test.
Because I don't think ever in Code Veronica history have I ever tried fighting it.
Yeah, neither have I. No, I've always ran.
Because it's just the thing.
It's like, yeah, something you don't want to waste ammo on.
It's just what you do.
Yeah.
But we might as well watch and see what happens if we try to.
Yeah.
Because I think that's important. That way we don't have to do it next time. Like butter. And then next time,
what the fuck?
What a bitch,
what a
bro.
dickhead. Wow.
What a little bitch, bro. He said,
damn. After a few flame rounds.
So I'm going to just unlock this and then I guess go save again.
Yeah.
Because somebody said earlier, Green Serum said apparently it makes it easier with Chris. So there's no reason to not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. We're going to have to play as DK Donkey Kong Chris, so.
All right, Ozzy, enjoy, bud.
Enjoy, buddy.
Yeah, so I guess that's what happens when you kill him.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see if he comes back.
Might as well do it now on stream, right?
Yeah. Bitch ass is gone.
Yeah. You don't even hear that.
No, bitch ass is gone, bro.
Damn.
He's gone. I could probably dodge these guys if I just run. But there's also no reason to dodge them when we could just cap them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Well, hopefully that does make him easier.
Yeah.
Because that would be nice, because he's pretty much an asshole with Chris. Yeah. He takes a lot more than that. She said, doot, 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 doot. I don't even know if it was the fourth one that killed him. It could have been the third one.
Yeah. Because he just stood up there for a second and just like chilling.
And him too.
Oh.
Clear house.
Yeah.
All right, so next time we're going to play from here up until through the plane.
And I will be playing that.
Yep, and Anthony will be playing that. So I set you up pretty nicely, I think.
Yeah, we restarted it again, and we're ready to go.
I think you don't need that. I don't really think you need this.
So if you appreciated the stream and liked it, hit that like, subscribe if you're new. We got Patreon down below and merch as well. And thank you again for all the supporters and donations that we had this stream. We really appreciate that. Yeah, YouTube just hates everything. So
yeah, I think
thank you, John Lemley.
Maybe it's because we popped out the chat.
John Lemley and George for the donations
yes.
this stream. We appreciate that. And thank you guys.
And, thank you
appreciate
guys.
that. Yep, this is part one of the lore stream of Code Veronica in the books. And we'll catch you guys next Thursday.
Next
at noon.
Thursday at noon.
With Code Veronica part 2. See you guys.
Peace.